After it, and welcome back everybody to Poor Decisions, already in recording because Conor said he had something he wanted to discuss. We're finishing up this one from the previous episode.
Not that one.
Yes. It looked.
Yes, it looks like lemonade.
I was matching the can up to the color of the beer because that looks like that should absolutely be in that.
It should have come out of that can.
Yes.
Heyo.
Phrasing?
Well, let's go ahead and just down the hatch.
Down the hatch.
Let's
There
go.
we go. Here I go down. Here I go down into the belly. I love scotch. Scotch. All right. You said you had a topic?
Yes. It was a topic that kind of intertwined.
Intertwined?
Hey, don't use my name in vain.
I wasn't using it in vain. I mean, it's kind of the idea. Between, right?
So it was, funny enough, like just a random Google article I found.
I have so many of those that I've saved on my phone. It's ridiculous.
Common phrases that us common folk don't know the Simpsons invented.
Okay.
So they're notorious for... I mean, they've been around for, 34 years? 35 seasons?
Sure. Give or take a dozen.
But there's a lot of things that we use in the common vernacular or lexicon that have been adopted or adapted from The Simpsons.
35 seasons.
That's crazy.
768 episodes.
Just stop. Just they should have stopped 20 years ago.
But then they keep predicting future stuff, right?
Yeah, that's another thing. But there's a lot of things here that they've said that are in the common vernacular, such as saying the quiet part aloud. That was first coined on The Simpsons.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Embiggen is a word that was first used on The Simpsons.
Okay.
And that is now in the dictionary.
Okay. You gonna tell me jabroni is part of that too?
A little from column A, a little from column B was one that was made popular by The Simpsons.
Okay.
A word that I use quite frequently is yoink.
Yoink. I've used yoink, but in the phrasing of something that I've heard from a podcast I followed years and years ago.
Let's see. We've got... Someone said, you have no idea how much Simpsons phrases are important in Spanish language. The dubbing is amazing. So apparently, Spanish Simpsons have a lot of phrases and words that are used in Spanish that are quite popular, which is, I'm not shocked.
Okay.
It's The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Thank you, come again.
Thank you, come again.
Yep.
Which used to be Hank Azaria until everybody got in an uproar about the whole freaking whitewashing.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, how do you whitewash a cartoon?
It's a show about satire. Fuck off.
And it's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Because they did that for Big Mouth as well.
Dope. Obviously.
Yeah. I'm going to switch glasses to let that one settle for a little bit.
Oh, what a time to be alive. That's another one.
I feel like that's another Hank Azaria freaking phrasing too.
Let's see. These are a couple Homer Simpson quotes here. I'd be stupid not to do this.
I remember one that I've heard a lot, like as far as like the actual portion of the show. Was every time I learn something new, it pushes something out of my brain. Like that time I learned how to make wine. And Marge is like, well, that's because you were drunk. And how?
I feel like that's another one that is not listed on here. Because I say that, I feel like I say that pretty frequently.
Yeah. What, the and how?
Yeah.
And how.
And how.
Yes.
But then it got me thinking about, like, you know, how common phrases how they've started. You know, like the origin of some things that we all say.
Well, and that's like what in that I've never actually watched Mean Girls, but I know I've seen the stuff of, the one girl he keeps trying to say that's so fetch or whatever. And they're
Stop
like,
trying to use fetch.
Like, that's
Stop
not going to
make
catch on.
fetch
It's
happen.
never going to. Stop making it happen. Yeah.
And it's here. Cheers, sir.
Cheers, sir. So this is.
Is it a double hazy?
It is a double hazy. I'm trying to figure out what the actual name of this thing is, though.
Oh, I don't know. Something
like gecko or something?
Yeah, is it gecko or Checo?
The Chico?
I don't know. It's
from Torn Label.
It's Torn Label, so there's a chance it could be Checo.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
I mean, that's what it looks like. CHECO.
What kind of it looks like the hops are listed on the side there too. Citra and Rakow and
Cacao,
bitches.
Simcoe, Nelson, and Rakow. And Citra. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this label. It's a cool label.
Yeah, it's kind of busy.
It's very busy, and it
hard to
understand,
hard to decipher.
Because even the Citra almost blends in to the freaking Because even the DDH on the other side kind of blends in too. And then why is there a candle on it?
I don't know.
You're confusing the shit out of me, Torn Label.
Checo. It's got to be Checo, right?
Sure. I mean, we could probably look it up.
We could, but what's the fun in that?
What's fun in that? Cheers, sir.
Cheers. Smells like a double hazy.
Smells, yeah.
Tastes like a double hazy.
I mean, not bad.
That's not bad.
No. All right. So any other phrases on that list?
No, I was just going to get into, so that was the Simpsons portions.
Oh, okay.
And then I was going to get into like some things where, it's like common isms, I guess, that we use.
Oh, yeah. I'm all about the isms.
Organisms
and fascism.
I'm
I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah. Autisms.
I am quite on the isms.
So I think this one, like, I'll shorten this list a bit because it's a lot.
Yeah.
So a wake, before a funeral.
Yeah.
So according to this list, lead cups were used to drink ale or whiskey. The combination would sometimes knock out the imbibers for a couple days.
Oh, I do vaguely remember seeing this before.
Someone walking along the road would take them for dead and prepare them for burial. They were laid out on a kitchen table for a couple of days, and the
to make sure that they just weren't drunk
around to see if they would wake up.
Yeah.
Hence the term wake.
Yeah. And then you had Irish wakes.
and then so graveyard shift, Saved by the Bell, and Dead Ringer are all tied together. Sometimes people were being buried alive, so they would tie a string on the wrist of a corpse, and on the end of that string would be a bell.
So if they woke up, then it would... Yeah.
Someone would have to sit out in the graveyard all night during the graveyard shift to listen for the bell. Thus, someone could be saved by the bell or would be considered a dead ringer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. I dig it. Get it? Dig.
Dig. Yeah.
Puns.
Puns are funs.
Yeah. Kind of like my ducking around pun that I kept saying on Saturday.
Bryan doesn't duck around, guys.
Yeah.
In case you didn't see his shirt.
On transparent social media. Because, that was pretty funny.
That was a good shirt.
I kept saying it. I said it a couple times, and then finally somebody else came in, and I'm like, I decided I wasn't ducking around this year. And then that couple went, and then a bunch of other people went, I'm like, yes, finally. I got the collective groan.
Yeah, I got that a lot from you last week. Or you got that a lot from me last week with your jokes.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting worse and worse about the...
Or better, depending on how you look at it.
I mean, what the idea is when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, God damn it, Bryan, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. When is a door not a jar? When it's a jar.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, just got a notification. Apparently, CD Lamb reaches agreement on 4-year deal with fucking
With the boys?
With the boys.
With them boys?
Yeah. So I was.
Did
Sorry.
Juju Smith-Schuster get re-signed to the Chiefs again?
I have no idea, did he?
I thought I saw something about
I
that.
thought he burned that bridge.
But I couldn't tell if it was like the NFL memes page or if it was
That would be funny.
if it was a legitimate like.
Because
I didn't see it on ESPN, but I saw it on someone reposted it on Facebook and I saw it on Twitter.
I have not seen anything about
grain of salt. Oh, yep, I just got that update.
the
CD
CD Lamb
Lamb
one. Yeah. So one thing I came across the other day.
I'm sorry, CD Lamb, your career is just gonna die there, dude. You're
Yeah,
so talented.
You might as well just gone to the Browns.
You're such a talented player to be wasted.
The Browns, where wide receivers go to die.
Where careers go to die.
Yeah.
Unless you're Baker Mayfield. You had a really good career, and then they just threw you out
they
to the
fucked
wolves.
you over. Yeah. That just goes to show the ineptism, I guess, of
Ineptitude.
ineptitude. I like that. I was trying to go with another ism.
Oh yeah, that's a good ism.
All the isms today.
Fascism. Not fascism,
Yeah.
but like if
Fascism.
Snoop Dogg were to say fascism.
For shizzle.
Fascism.
Yeah. So, anyway, one of the things I came across on Ranker from on Instagram was fake songs from 90 movies and TVs that are still bangers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And it's the idea of
Scotty doesn't know?
oh, I don't think
Is that on there?
I think that was early 2000s. This is
still,
90s.
That should still be on there, though.
Maybe 90s.
Yeah.
Or not 90s, but 2000s.
Yeah.
The aughts, if you will.
The odds.
Yeah, so like this one, number 10, I feel like should be way higher. And that's Say No More, Monomore, that was on Empire Records.
Oh, yeah.
Rex Manning.
At the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, like it was like it literally kept playing it the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Well, it kept coming.
I thought it was
up,
the
but-
song at the end of the movie when they
No,
do like that concert.
No. Oh, no. That's a good one too.
Yeah, that's a good song.
That actually is, I think, part of I think it's a cover of a song though.
Okay.
Then you got Forever, Full House. Oh, what the hell happened to I freaking just tried to swipe and everything went.
From the TV show?
That's what I'm. No. Here.
Are we going to get sued?
Oh, yeah. No, it is from Jesse and the Rippers.
Okay.
So, yeah. So it probably didn't pick up hardly on the thing.
That's good. We can't.
So it's
we can't
Forever,
afford to
but
get
it was
sued.
Jesse and the Rippers. It was a music video that they did. Number 8, this one's Berserker from Clerks. My love for you is Berserker. That's not even a whole song. And then you had Freaking Friends, which was on Daria.
I was too young. I watched Daria,
Yeah.
but I was like too young to understand.
I felt like
show.
I was too young to understand parts of that.
But now I like looking back. I'm just like, damn, I relate.
Yeah,
I relate to like,
it's a solid show.
Yeah.
Because I remember one of the things I always joke about, like one of the phrases I use from there, like somebody asked her,
Who was the voice of Daria? It wasn't Janine Garofalo, was it? Because I just like envision her being the voice of Daria
I do
for
feel like it
whatever reason.
might have been, but it may not have been. But I know one of the phrases that they said on there, I'm like, they ask her like, about liking kids. She's like, I didn't even like kids when I was a kid. Number 6 is How Do You Talk to an Angel from The Heights.
I don't know that one.
That looks like Freddie Prinze Jr. So I'm not entirely familiar with that one. Number 5 is Killer Tofu from Doug.
Oh, yeah. Oh, from the Beats?
Yes.
Yep.
Number 4 is Happy Birthday Lisa from The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Number 3, so we're starting to get into some iconic ones now too.
Yeah.
And I guess Empire Records is more of like a cult following film.
100%.
But it's a great
It's a really good movie.
film, and there's good music. Like,
dude.
this is such a great soundtrack.
And I love like the end credits when they start talking about Primus, and I'm just like, God damn it, why have I never seen this movie before?
I'm glad you finally watched it. I kept telling you. I told you probably for like a year and a half.
I know.
That you needed to watch that movie.
And it wasn't until this year. That was in January of this year.
Yeah, like I stopped telling you. Like I started telling you like 2 years ago that you need to be watching it. And then I'm just like, fuck it, you'll watch it.
It's like I was sick for like 5 or 6 days at the beginning of the year, and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna watch Empire Records now.
Yeah,
I just watch movies.
Yeah, no, I get it. So number 3 is That Thing You Do. From That Thing You Do.
I feel like I know this. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's number 3.
Wow, that's a blast from the past.
Number 2, Smelly Cat. Yeah, I know you're not a huge fan of Friends.
Yeah.
Or a fan at all of Friends.
Yeah, there's
but
moments,
that is
there's
an
moments
iconic
that I think are funny.
Yeah, like Smelly Cat I feel like is a good one because I think they knew that it was absolutely a ridiculous idea.
Yeah.
And Smelly Cat.
Smelly Cat.
It's not your fault.
I mean, I get it. Owning cats, I get it.
Yeah. Number 1, Grow Old With You from The Wedding Singer.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's good, but like, to me, maybe it's just my bias. It's still Empire Records.
Yeah.
Empire Records needs to be in that top 5.
I mean, they have 2 songs on there, though, right?
Yeah. I mean,
so
technically.
There's that.
So, yeah. But
there's
the
one, recognition.
But the Damn the Man, Sam's the Empire, right?
Damn right.
But, like, you know, the Say No More one is mostly because of Rex Manning Day.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I celebrate Rex Manning Day. April 8th.
I was about to say, it's like April or May, right?
April 8th.
April 8th.
Yep. I actually have it saved in my phone. So it pops up every year.
Let's see if I have it.
And like I get a notification like the day before or like the week before or something. And then I think a can a day before.
April. Nope, but I'm putting it in right now.
Well, let me make sure it is April 8th. I'm pretty sure I have that right. Yes, it is April 8th.
That's an all-day event, baby.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
And repeat that
all the time.
Year. Alert. The day of.
Oh no, I put the day before at 8 p.m.
And the day of?
No, I just have the reminder is the day before at 8 p.m. So you
need to know, man.
Oh yeah, like I don't want to make sure I don't forget that it's Rex Manning Day.
You got to put a sock on the wall for Rex Manning.
I love your hair, man. I really dig it. I was lying. I think your hair looks stupid. God, that's so good.
That's a great movie. I need to watch it again.
I'm glad you finally watched it.
Yeah.
Like I watch it at least once a year.
Well, it's Monday night, so it's movie night.
Oh yeah. What was the one you watched last Monday?
Birdcage.
That's right. You said you were going to watch something else, but then on Birdcage.
Well, the conversation that we had the other night, but she's never seen Anchorman.
Yes. So is that what you're going to try to watch tonight then?
Oh, I would love to.
But
because it all started out as like watching stupid comedy movies.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of devolved into just like watching just movies.
Yeah.
But I really want to get back to
the
dumb humor.
Yeah.
You know, movies that I've seen umpteen times and so yeah, we haven't even discussed it yet. I have no idea what we're going to do for dinner. I don't know what movie we're going to watch.
I'm debating on when I'm going to have Jen watch America, the motion picture.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure I watched that, and I was probably inebriated because I vaguely remember it, but I don't remember it.
Where George Washington and Abraham Lincoln are BFFs.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I love it. It's so ridiculous. It's great.
So ridiculous.
It cracks me up because Channing Tatum voices George Washington.
Of course.
Oh, it's so good. I love that movie. I don't know why I love it so much, but I love that movie.
Because it's your humor.
It really is. And the fact that they animated all of that.
Yeah.
Because then you have, I can never say his last name, but Jay, he was the crazy cop on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And he was on The League.
Yeah.
but it's like Jay. His last name is like really kind of weird.
Yeah,
but not as weird as Jay Shanjazar or from Broken Lizards.
Yeah.
But like he voices Samuel Adams.
Oh my God.
Yes. Simon Pegg voices a character.
I need to go back and watch this.
So yeah, Simon Pegg voices the King. And it apparently comes over to America and they accidentally sink the Titanic. Cover it up as, oh, it was an iceberg. Oh yeah, that was super sad. They go to a bar to try and ambush the redcoats. And the name of the bar is Vietnam.
Of course.
And then they end up blowing it up.
Yeah.
It's such a ridiculous movie.
So this is completely random, but it reminded me of this for whatever reason. It was like an Instagram reel I saw, and it was like someone asked a question to this girl in the UK, and it was like, you know, what do you know about the Revolutionary War? And she says they don't teach about that.
Oh yeah,
they do not teach the Revolutionary War in the UK because England lost.
Yeah, and so that's one of those things I've talked about before.
And I'm just like, I guess we don't really get taught about Vietnam.
No, because that's one of the things like I've phrased a lot of times is that, you know, on the people who write the history books, you know, well, one phrase I say is like, war doesn't determine who's right; it determines who's left.
Yeah.
And history books are written by the victors.
Yeah, that's. Also,
so that's why UK is not, or England is not going to discuss the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
Because they did not win that.
Yeah.
So why would they educate on it?
Why would they talk about it?
Yeah. But yet they probably know about the French Revolution.
Yeah.
Which is not similar, but in the idea, it's similar. There's a similarity there.
Yeah. But I thought that was interesting. I'm just like, wow, I guess I never really thought about that from the other side.
Yeah. So that reminds me, you know, going back into, you know, I'm going to try to make sure I start doing better about this. You know, that people are finding out about the fan mail part too.
Oh yeah.
And so we're starting to get a few more messages and stuff. I know on August 16th, I don't remember how long ago that was. Chad posted a thing saying, just listening to the latest episode, definitely enjoying it. Thought of a good beer name. Goes without saying.
Ooh, that's good.
It is good.
That's good. Thank you, Chad.
Yes. On August 16th, it doesn't tell me who does it, but it just says, Friends is one of mine and Sam's go-to shows to watch when there's not much else on. We love it, but I can understand why you wouldn't.
Yeah, I've tried.
And then it goes on and says, I definitely don't think I would be able to understand it if you played a recording on the podcast of 3 times speed while I was listening to it at 3 times speed.
Oh, that's got to be Chad again, right?
I would think so. Would be interesting, though. Oh, yeah, it says see you all in about a week. I barely saw Chad.
Did you see? Was he here?
He was there. He was at the brewery.
Did Taylor show up, too?
No, I don't recall ever seeing Taylor.
Yeah, I didn't see him on Saturday.
Yeah, the real McCoy.
In the evening, yeah.
No, I don't recall ever seeing him.
Wow.
Saturday.
He's a busy man.
So for the last one, August 23rd, it says, this is Chad again.
Thanks, Chad.
We love Chad.
We appreciate you, buddy.
Chad, you're such a great dude, man. Just finished the latest episode. Definitely still enjoying it. I have also tried a few smoked beers. Definitely a fine line between some smoke and too much.
Big
Excited
facts.
to see you guys tomorrow. So it was the day before
that
the
was
anniversary.
Friday. Yeah.
I have a beer that I'm going to share with you guys. Maybe not tomorrow. Probably going to be crazy. Understatement, Chad. Next time I'm in town, though, is a barrel-aged beer from Last Flight, which is his local brewery.
Yeah.
And he's brought stickers up to us from there. They have, I really like their logo.
Yeah, it is cool.
So
It is cool. It gives me like a reason to want to go to Jeff City.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know?
And I know he said there's a couple, but Last Flight is his favorite.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, definitely enjoying the fan mail. So, anybody listening, make sure that you're definitely, make sure you put your name in there.
Send the love.
And if you're sending us fan mail based off of listening to an old episode, make sure you are saying like, hey, just got done with episode, even
blank.
the number, and we can look that up real quick.
Yeah.
And go off of what you're what you're responding to. So I'm trying to turn this into like a MST3K fan mail type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that I always enjoy the fan mail stuff from.
Yeah, I just love
from MST3K. Oh yeah,
I really enjoyed the reboot too.
I actually caught part of an episode that they, it was like a reboot.
Of course.
So they had the Netflix reboot.
Yeah.
And then Netflix, and that was based off of a Kickstarter that they did or a GoFundMe or something like that. And Netflix picked them up.
Yeah.
Based off of funding that they had gotten. Well, then Netflix decided to end it after 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But they wanted to try and continue, so they end up funding another season. And I hadn't been able to watch any of it.
Was it with Noah or was it?
It's still with Noah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I love Noah because I listened
too.
to it used to be the Nerdist podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he switched it to
with Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, Chris Hardwick, and then it was Noah and Matt Myra.
Okay.
Yeah. So I listened to that podcast for a long time.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew about Noah and Matt. And I've every time I see him on other sites, I'm like, hey, I know I've listened to those guys before.
Yeah. I just remember seeing him on At Midnight.
Yes, and he was great on At Midnight too.
Yeah.
And the reason why he was obviously on there was because of Chris Hardwick.
Yeah.
And we've joked about like trying to do like a Kansas City version of At Midnight.
Oh, that'd be great, dude.
I think it would be great.
I mean, have you watched After Midnight with Taylor Tomlinson?
I haven't watched any of those.
She is so good at that position. Like, she's a great person to take over that role after Chris Hardwick.
So is it basically the same thing?
It is the same show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It is the same show.
I thought it was more like a talk show type of thing.
No, it's a 3-panel.
Oh, okay.
With comedians, actors.
Well, then I definitely want to check that out now. Then
it's on NBC after the Colbert Show.
Oh, okay.
And I think they're on the summer break now, but they got renewed for a second season.
Oh, nice. Because I think At Midnight they did I think they ended up on 4 seasons, but then they literally got to episode 100 and just said and stopped.
Well, I think Comedy Central cut the contract.
I think so too, and so they stopped it at 100 episodes. But I don't always remember the beginning.
It is the same show. They do hashtag wars. They do
nice
all this other stuff that's and they do new takes on things. They keep it fresh. It's all still social media based.
Yeah, I think Tosh.0 is still
culture.
on.
Is it really?
I think so.
God, that's been around for 15 years.
Well,
man.
Ridiculousness has been too.
Yeah, that's
and there's.
When that show first started, I loved it.
Oh,
and then I'm just okay.
It's definitely run its course, though.
It just feels like, America's Funniest Home Videos.
But for YouTube.
For YouTube and, extreme sports.
Yeah.
As it were, But I like Rob. I like Rob
No,
Dyrdek.
and he puts a lot of time and effort into what he does.
But I don't like, what was her name?
Chanel, West Coast?
I can't stand her.
Yeah. When she was when it was Fantasy Factory, I enjoyed it, but whenever she seemed like she got more awkward when they started doing the ridiculousness.
See, and I didn't even know she was a rapper. I'm just
sure.
I had no idea what.
No, I knew.
I had no idea who she was.
In Fantasy Factory, he'd come in, and he's like, "All right, throw down a beat,"
and then I'm just like, "Oh, you're not good at this."
I think it's more of a satirical type of thing.
God, I hope so. I hope she's not taking herself seriously.
I mean, people. I think they put out stuff knowing that people are going to listen to that shit and buy that shit.
Yeah.
But it was not that good.
It's not good.
No.
It's not good.
I mean, you might as well just get Paris Hilton trying to rap.
Yeah.
I mean, that's hot, right? You're like,
20 years ago, maybe.
Well, I've seen there's a new Paris, or not Paris, but a new Hilton commercial where she's pretty much the face of Hilton.
Yeah.
I
saw that, and it's oh, you're still trying to
be relevant,
do stuff.
Yeah, even
you don't even. She doesn't even need to, dude. She has so much money.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't. And maybe she's not doing it for the money. She's just doing it to try and
remind people.
Well, remind people and stay
she's
relevant.
Still alive.
And I mean, maybe she has more business acumen than we realize.
Oh yeah, I think she's smarter than she lets off to be.
Yeah. Same with Nicole Richie and a lot of those other people. They come across as stupid, but they are playing a character.
100%.
So yeah,
and they they have a PR person and
oh yeah,
they work on that image.
Yeah. I mean, and as people do that are trying to get more popular and
Trying to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
How about a beer?
damn, I feel. Oh yeah, here we go.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the one that fucking fat orange cat.
God, they're so good.
We need to try to do. If we don't do it, obviously we probably won't get to it before episode 50. But like episode 100, we should probably try and do.
Like, go there?
Yeah, that'd be a good.
Dude.
Because I mean, you got to figure it at 100. That's in another almost a year.
Yeah.
Well,
Year
a
and a
little more
half.
than that, year and a half
Yeah.
from the recording of this episode.
At this point, year and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Connecticut?
New Haven? North Haven, sorry.
Is that in Connecticut?
Yeah. Ooh, that was a heavy pour.
Oh, yeah.
That was
First time pouring a beer, Brian?
really heavy pour. God damn it. Let's see the head retention on this one. The listeners want to know.
Let's set a timer.
This is funny. I mean, luckily, this is where us with our experience, we know what the head is going to do. It may go slower, but we understand that head
It's like 70% beer.
25%.
Oh, well, I was close.
Were you?
Yeah.
Samsonite.
That was way off.
Way off. I saw a thing I shared with Jen the other day too. It was a Samsonite bag and somebody put stickers on it. Like slappy, swami, like Swanson. And then it just said underneath it was the actual Samsonite. I'm like, they missed a part underneath that. They should have said, I was way off.
Way off. That's one of those jokes I feel like we've talked about on the show before that I did not get until I was probably like in my 20s.
Yeah. And that, you know what? That's a good soundtrack too.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Great soundtrack.
That's
on
a
that.
really good soundtrack.
Like some of those 90s, like the 90s movies that did like.
We need to do like a 90s comedies soundtrack episode.
Yeah. That would be good.
Like the top 10 movies from the 90s.
Yeah.
And their soundtracks.
Well, and that was my thing. Like, and I don't know if I recall if I've talked about this on the episode or on the show or not. Like I used to bought tons of CDs.
Yeah.
Usually, like I did not like buying albums of an artist.
You like to buy soundtracks.
I like to buy the soundtracks because then it was basically a built-in mixtape.
It's a mixtape.
Yeah. So I'm like, why would I do? I'm like, and if I didn't like the soundtrack, because I watch a lot of movies, right? Especially like when I was, this can is more than 16 ounces. Just saying.
Yeah, that looks like one of those. What is it, like 17.5?
It's a 16
like
ounce can.
750 mil, or not 750 mil. But the cans that we used to get from Casey Cider Co.
Yeah, it was like 16.9 ounces basically because it was.
That is not a 16 ounce can.
Well, they filled it obviously up to the
tippy top.
I mean, and luckily, we use glasses that we are very familiar with. Thank you, Transparent Brewery, for semi-providing glassware. I mean, I have bought several glasses. Did he ever set aside like a case of the 4-year ones?
No.
But he said there was like 110 glasses, right?
Well, he took 2.
Yeah. There's 3 that were cracked that we have out there for.
And those are the ones.
So did we end up giving out like 105 glasses?
I know I didn't get one. I did take one aside for Steve.
Okay. And you know what? Ultimately, like, it's super cool glass. At the same time, like, I'm getting to that point where I'm just like, all right, I need to start being more selective on.
Yeah, same. Well, it was funny. I forgot what glass I put downstairs, but then I came back upstairs, and I'm just like, Gina, I got to tell you something. I've got a problem. And she's like,
talking about
what?
This? Yeah.
I'm just like, I have too many beer glasses. I have to stop collecting beer glasses.
Well, that was the thing with my ex. Like, she was starting to tell, like, I was starting to buy more and more. Cheers, sir.
Cheers.
I don't think we ever did. I'd have a beer.
No, we did.
Okay.
I think so. What is this? It says summer ale.
Kittens Summer Ale. So this is from Fat Orange Cat. the can art. God, they have such great.
I know, dude.
It looks like an old school,
like baseball team.
Baseball team, yeah. The one getting ready to dive into the hot dog cracks me up. Such a good freaking. It's listed as a American Pale Wheat Ale.
Yeah,
with
that's
citrus.
a wheat. Oh yeah, all of that.
So solid.
That's a good beer.
I'm excited to try the Fest beer from them too.
Me
but
too.
We're obviously waiting on that. That we should do that for like the next episode because then that one would be coming out.
Fest beer episode.
Yeah. So,
I guess we got to go buy some Fest beers this week.
Well, because I bought the one, right?
Yeah.
So obviously this
it's coming out on the 30th,
13th.
Oh, right.
So if we do it for the next episode.
Okay, gotcha.
Because we just recorded the last episode. That one will come out on the 6th. This one will come out on the 13th.
Wait, no. It's coming out on the 30th.
Yes, sorry. So this episode.
Previous episode.
This episode will come out on the 6th. So then we should do the Fest one. And that would come out on the 13th. Which
is
perfect timing.
Perfect timing, as it should be.
And we need to record. We talked about we do need to try and record some stuff.
Yeah.
For just a little bit of a backlog.
Yeah.
Just because obviously life has been crazy lately.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we're gonna record on the 15th or on the 16th.
No, remember we were gonna do it. We were gonna get Gina here and record.
What are we gonna drink? Ciders?
That's fine. Well, you and I can drink other stuff, and we just have stuff for Gina.
I'll talk to her.
I think it'd be fun.
Hopefully she's not working that day.
Well, yeah.
Because she doesn't have Mondays off, but I do. So
yeah.
But if she does have if she is working that Monday, then hell yeah, we're gonna record.
Or we'll record late on a Sunday or something. I don't know.
With that Sunday.
Well, what are you talking about? It's only 24 hours after your wedding.
No, not doing that.
Not with that attitude. We do need to get her on, like sometimes afterwards.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Because I'd like to get a wrap up of how everything.
Yeah, I think that'd be a fun episode. Yeah.
Because I know Jen's talked about it, and I actually thought, we've joked about the whole Lego thing.
Yeah.
And then, actually the other day, I was just thinking about it. I was watching it. I'm like, I feel like we should be doing because we do talk enough about sports, where we should almost do a sports one, a separate show.
Oh, dude,
sports.
Yes.
Because we could talk about, because I meant to look it up, and I didn't end up looking it up. How many Royals freaking podcasts are there?
Oh, dude.
There's probably plenty.
Dime a dozen.
But it would be fun for us.
Yeah. I like to talk about sports.
Yeah. Sports! And then we could get the sports freaking, not that we couldn't use that for the theme song.
Yeah, no.
But we could take sections of that in sports.
Basketball.
Yeah, see?
Wiener dog.
And we just little clips of each of it.
Stuff off the internet.
Wearing sunglasses to bed. Nolan didn't realize.
Smoking cigarettes.
Remember, I was talking about the wearing sunglasses to bed.
Yeah.
And Nolan's like, was that part of the song?
I did not know that lyric either.
Uh-huh.
I believe you.
All right. I got to use the restroom, so you can get the vamp.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, boy. Someone's detected at the driveway. I guess I am. Well, no, she knows. She knows. We're recording. What day is it? It's Monday. Yeah. I hope everyone had a great weekend. By this time this comes out, I'm assuming I had a good weekend. I'm just going to continue to drink this beer. Hold, please, while I have a drink. Yep, that tastes like a beer. I don't know what to say. Just keep it real, guys. Keep on keeping on. Keep on trucking. Words of. You are struggling. Yes, I am.
Did you listen to the last episode, the part where I was vamping?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay. It got a little awkward, but I think I did all right. You did fine.
Just now?
No, when I...
okay.
The other day when I had, or the last time, or last episode.
Yeah.
Not last episode, but 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
I had to run to the restroom, and you were vamping as well.
This one was. It was words.
It was worse.
I said words.
I said words. Words and words and words. Maybe I'll just speed that section up.
For Chad.
For Chad, 3 times speed for 30 seconds. So it's going to take like 9 seconds to get through it.
Well, now that you went to the bathroom, I also have to go to the bathroom.
Good luck.
I hope I don't fall in.
All right, I'm going to talk about the Pitch's Best of KC stuff because at the release of this, that should already be out, actually. And actually, it should have been released probably by the end of the last episode. Or not the end of the last episode. But, yeah, the Pitch's Best of KC should potentially be out now. And so we don't know if, obviously, if we're nominated yet because that information has not been released yet. We are absolutely certain that Nigel's podcast, Beers with Nigel, will be on that list for Best of KC. So we do ask all of our friends and listeners, please go out. And if, depending on when this is, it's going to be September of 2024. Make sure you go and vote for any transparent categories, Transparent Brewing Company. Hopefully, I know I was pushing for Best Bartender in KC. Conor won it last year. I'm hoping to get nominated for it, or got nominated for it, and win it this year. Beers with Nigel, they won Best Podcast last year. I'm hoping to help them get, we are hoping to help them get to a second nomination and victory, I guess, if you will, if you want to call it that. I know last year, Transparent as a whole, including Best Bartender and whatnot, got nominated for 12 categories. We ended up winning 5 of them. Obviously, we're not going to get nominated for Best Saison this year because they did not put Saison on there as a category, which is kind of
pretty
bullshit.
Sure Boulevard bought them out for that.
But what's funny is, I know it wasn't on there last year, but 2 years ago, there was a Best Boulevard release category.
There was, and I think there was enough
so I think the pitch
negative feedback for that, and then they dropped it.
And so I'm wondering if, so we should probably be pushing on the pitch that, Saison needs to be on there.
It's a beer that is weirdly popular, a style that's weirdly popular in Kansas City.
But I don't remember Saison.
7.
I don't remember, not Saison, Sour being on there last year.
I think it was.
Do you think it was?
I think it was.
But
I still have I have a magazine from last year I can look at.
Yeah, we should double check that to see, because obviously there were some differences this year.
Yeah.
And that's what I was just talking about. We don't know if we got nominated for Best Podcast, but Nigel absolutely should be.
100%.
Yeah. And if we get nominated, it's going to be purely because of Nigel.
Or because of, the people at Transparent.
Well, and the people at Transparent.
Because of our customer base.
But he gets way more listenership than even we do, based off of looking at the numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what his numbers are, but I know that they are clearly higher than ours.
Well, they've been around for 4 years.
Yeah, they're well over 100 episodes now.
Yeah.
I think I just saw that 120 or 121 or whatever was released or something like that.
Yeah.
So, and they've gotten more consistent about releases as well.
Yeah.
I'm curious about the stuff that they did with the Barrel and Flow Festival.
Yeah, I want to listen to Drinking Friends.
Yeah.
Because they were on that pod there with Ed and Day.
Yeah.
So I need to. That's a podcast I need to listen to for sure.
Mm-hmm. So,
you got to. What time do you have to get out of here? 2:00.
Yeah, she's on her way home, and then we were gonna be heading out at 2.
Yeah.
Or we need to be leaving at 2.
Yeah.
So we should finish this one
and then
get into the last one.
Hammer the last one, which is a beer.
Yes, it is. All right, now you made me nervous.
It's not. No, it's one that I bought. If not the previous time, but the time before.
Oh, is it the Nordic Jam?
No.
Okay. God, that is a good beer.
Everything they do is good.
And so far, I mean, they are. I'm hoping to get a hold of the pumpkin one from them as well.
Yeah, I hope that comes to Kansas City.
We might have contacts to try and get that one. I mean, because I messaged them.
We'll talk to Anthony.
I messaged them directly. Do you remember which one was yours?
Nope, doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
You reached out to Fat Orange Cat or to Lucas?
It was 12%.
Oh, really?
Because they had posted something about their beer, and it was a story.
Yeah, you sent me that.
Yeah. And I on the stories, you can make a little message or whatever, and it goes to them. And I said something to them, and they said basically it was just like, "Oh man, I really hope we can get this to Kansas City. Like it's like there's no way you guys can deliver, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can't deliver right now." I'm like, "I understand. We'll be on the lookout for it though."
Well, and I know we've done research into them, and they share a brew space, so it's not like we'd ever.
It's like
it's a co-op.
Yeah, it's a big co-op.
Yeah. So we would have to do research and be like, hey, when is Fat Orange Cat brewing? We would love to come in and potentially.
Oh yeah.
Just not even I'm not saying do a collab, but just we want to see it because we love your guys' beer so much.
But I mean, granted, we've enjoyed, I think all of the 12%.
Yeah, 100%.
That they've done, and I'd love to just see their space, and even Fat Orange Cat is starting they go through phases. I've seen that they recently did start posting some more social media stuff because they're not very good about posting.
Yeah, which is too bad because man, their beer is killer, their labels are killer,
and maybe it's just it's such a small.
They probably don't have enough
group.
people
They don't
on
have
staff.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, part of a co-op, it's maybe it could potentially just be the brewer.
Yeah.
Trying to do all of it
Also,
and using 12% as their co-op as well.
So they're cheers, sir.
Cheers.
They're their style on their can art reminds me of how unique the stuff at Wren House is.
Yeah.
And they need to make prints.
Yeah.
Make that a print.
I think they did do a print.
I would absolutely have that in my house.
Of that lager one. I think they had a shirt or something they were putting.
What was the one that was Cat Dads or something? And it was just
Stay at home dad?
Yeah.
Or stay at home cat dad or something?
Yeah. But this one in particular?
Oh yeah.
That would make a great
make a great wall art thing. It's almost like the dogs playing poker type of thing.
Yeah, 100%.
And the thing I like about 12% is that each one is its own unique brand as well. And even can art and stuff like that.
I think it's a really cool concept, and it goes to show that, I'm sure there's a lot of places in that part of the country that don't have the space to buy a tap room, to buy a facility.
I remember on one of Nigel's podcasts, they were talking to somebody from I think it was New Jersey, and the liquor license.
Oh, we didn't even say what we're drinking.
Can be stupid. Dude had to pay $100,000 for a liquor license.
So we're drinking a Smithwicks, Irish Red.
Yeah, and so I like the idea
not
of
Smithwicks.
Yeah,
Smithwicks.
There's no H, although there is an H.
There is.
But it's not pronounced with the H.
No, yeah.
I like the idea of trying to do an older school one that everybody knows, and then doing some newer ones as well.
Yeah.
So we need to.
This is so good,
I think this is a good idea moving forward of having more of an old school beer.
Yeah.
And then one or two, depending on if we only do 2 or 3 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
But yeah, Smithwicks,
classic
red ale.
I prefer it over Killian's.
Oh yeah, I think I do too. Yeah,
it's just it's malty, it's sessionable, it's
and that's one
easy to drink.
That's one that we should try to do soon too. Is Boddington's.
Oh yeah, we should just do an Irish beer episode.
Well, Boddington's is UK.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
I mean,
old school.
Ireland is a part of the United Kingdom.
Yes, it is.
Unfortunately,
I think they are more
Northern
specifically
Ireland
England now.
Fucking Brits.
We won our war twice. 1812 didn't count either.
Independence for Ireland.
Too soon?
No, not at all.
So, all right. We're good.
We're good.
There was something else. So, I remember a few episodes ago.
Oh,
what was on the end of that?
Oh, God. That got foamy on the end.
Wow. Like, that was turned out to be good, and all of a sudden it's like, what the hell?
Is something about to come up?
Like, you got an alien popping out of your chest?
It's Romulus.
R.I.P. R.I.P. John Hurt.
Oh, no. Not again.
That is such a great point.
That's such a good reference.
It is, because it's the same person.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, we are talking about Spaceballs and the actor
John Hurt.
John Hurt, who was in Alien.
Yeah.
Where the alien came out of his chest.
Yeah.
And then in Spaceballs,
it was John Hurt.
It was John Hurt with an alien coming out of his chest.
So John Hurt was actually, he was the professor in or dad or whatever the hell you want to call him in the first Hellboy movies.
Yeah, that's right.
And then
did you see they're rebooting Hellboy
again?
Yep.
For a third time?
Yep. It does not look good.
The one with
they should have stopped with Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman is the best one.
He was the best Hellboy.
The second reboot, okay.
Yeah, they're doing it again.
What's his name? I'm blanking on it. Who's from Stranger Things? He did all right.
Oh,
Harbor or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, who played? He was in the Black Widow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name for some reason.
Yeah.
He did all right, and I really liked Ian McShane. I love Ian McShane.
Yeah.
And I've never even seen Deadwood, but he was in American Gods as Mr. Wednesday.
Dude, I still need to watch that show, dude.
It's a good
I've read that book like 5 times.
Differences, like I've read through part of the book, but not all of the book. Definitely some differences.
Yeah.
But the show, they did such a good job on the show. I'm sure it doesn't compare to the book. Kind of like, when we've talked about Lock and Key.
Yeah.
Which you need to finich reading the Lock and Key stuff.
I know.
But like I watched the first season of Lock and Key, and having read the graphic novels, it's good. The graphic novel is still better in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with Sandman. I thought the adaptation.
Yeah, and I haven't watched.
On Netflix
I haven't watched
really
or read
good.
any of that.
Oh,
but I'm
dude.
super into because I love Neil Gaiman.
Dude.
Neil Gaiman is fantastic.
The adaptation, they fucking nailed it.
Nice.
And there was like talks of like, yeah, we can't afford a season 2 because like season 1 was so expensive.
Yeah.
And like season 2 is happening.
Yeah,
so
nice.
I'm like super excited.
But Ian McShane, I love Ian McShane. He was in a couple episodes of one of the American Horror Stories as well.
Oh, okay. I never got into that show.
I've gotten out of it. I used to love it.
I wanted to like it because I watched season 1.
Yeah.
And I just like, it's another one of the shows to me, like with like Game of Thrones, where like there was so much hype around it.
Yeah.
And I gave it a shot, and I'm just like, yeah, not my thing.
And so they were really good about. They ended up making it where after season 2, they basically
was that a burp or?
Sure, I guess you can call it that. That's technically what it was. Season 2, they started making each season its own thing, but after a few seasons, there are some tie-ins to previous seasons that are really nice as well.
Yeah.
And now they've done American Horror Stories and stuff like that too. But I mean, I enjoy it. Some of the stuff I've struggled and I haven't watched it in a couple years now, so I'm way behind now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Ian McShane played a small role in part of it, which was really good. But yeah, so going back, American Gods, Ian McShane is Mr. Wednesday.
God, he's such a good character in that.
He was so good.
I love Mr. Wednesday, dude. He's such a good character.
Love Ian McShane. And just his whole delivery is incredible.
Yeah.
As well. And we've gone so far off a tangent, I don't even know what we started off with.
Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who plays Shadow?
He's not as big of a name. I'm gonna have to look it up. How I know it, but I am
I know that there was a huge uproar because he's black,
Yes.
And people are just like, oh, he shouldn't be black. It's like, well, then
Ricky
it doesn't
Whittle.
matter. It doesn't matter if he's black or white or brown or
It doesn't
Asian.
matter. No.
Like,
It was Ricky Whittle.
okay.
Who? Come on.
Come on.
And my computer's going to shut down now.
Is this what happens?
It froze.
Is this the telltale?
Yep, it froze.
Well,
I'm to the point where I'm about to start pulling up. I think I figured out how to potentially pull up Pretzel Rocks on my iPad.
oh, cool.
And then we just play it through Bluetooth
Yeah.
on the thing because, my computer is
Oh, yeah.
froze.
Yep.
I wonder if the music is just repeating.
Nope, it changed.
It changed, but
Nope, we're good. The music is good.
is it?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to leave it then. I hate that I have this white screen
Oh, yeah.
blaring into my face.
Just don't look at it.
Because I wanted to try and get into one of the articles, or not article, but I remember a while ago we were starting to talk about baseball.
Yep, it's about to die now. The music stopped.
Yep, no, my computer's
It's going to die.
The computer's
That's
done.
fine.
God damn it!
There it goes.
There it goes.
Sad face.
Yes,
Womp womp.
nailed it. Oh man! All right. Anywho, I was gonna start talking about.
You had your screen up for the Royals.
It was. I had the standings on it, and I remember. So I was processing through an episode.
Are they like 3 games behind in the ALC?
Yeah, and that's who we're getting ready. We're getting ready to play the 1 seed too.
Is it Cleveland?
Yeah. The Guardians or whatever.
Yeah.
I
Just
rolled my
Cleveland.
eyes really hard.
Just Cleveland.
But I actually, what I was trying to get into was that we had talked about how bad the White Sox were.
Oh my
or
God.
Are.
Yeah.
And I literally, like, when I was processing a previous episode, I pulled up like historically bad teams.
Uh-huh.
And
were a couple Royals teams on that list?
no,
Really?
no,
Because they had a couple 100 games lost seasons.
yes, and still not considered historically bad.
Wow.
So in the modern era of bad teams, and this is what's considered modern era is 1901 to present.
Oh yeah, just a good 125 years.
Not quite yet, but getting there.
Close.
The worst team ever is the 1916 Philadelphia Athletics.
Is that before they became the Kansas City Athletics?
It has to have been. And then before they were the Oakland, and then the Vegas.
What's their percentage here?
0.235.
Good Lord. They were 54.5 games behind.
Uh-huh.
That is terrible.
They had 36 wins and 117 losses. And this was, I think this was before they went to the 162 game. I don't know when 162 games became the norm.
The norm, yeah.
That would be a good thing to look up, though, as well.
Because then you see, the
Boston Braves of 1935 are the second worst team.
61.5.
And they were 38 and 115.
That's
with
awful.
a 248% of winning percent. So currently, the Chicago White Sox are at a 237.
Oh, they're on pace.
They are on pace to be the second worst team ever
in 123 years.
Well, so there are a couple other teams on here. The most recent worst team, I think, is the 2019 Detroit Tigers.
They were bad. They were bad.
Who went 47 and 114.
They are not going to win 16 more games. This White Sox team.
I don't think so. So, I looked it up. They are literally on pace. If you keep it at a 237, and at the time when I first looked at it, it was 238.
100 losses.
They are at 100 losses, yes, already. And there are still 31 games to go. And they are potentially going to lose like 122 or 124 games.
Good.
They're basically with a 237 average. They're winning like one of every, even if you round it, right?
Yeah.
To a more even number, they are winning one in every 4 games.
Oof. That's not good.
And
Considering they play like, 6 or 7 games a week. You might win 1 game a week.
I know. And that was the thing. Like, I don't remember if we talked about this on a previous episode. Like, they were getting ready to break the record of most losses in a row.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And it was going to be...
was it like 20?
24 would have been breaking the record.
Yeah,
and it would have been funny because...
They were 23.
Yeah, and they would have... they got to 20... No, I think they got to 22, and then they end up winning. If they would have broke the record... I feel
sorry for the team that they lost to.
It was on... they won to?
Yeah.
They would have broke the record on a Friday night where they had already scheduled fireworks.
That's right.
And it would have been against the Chicago Cubs.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
They would have celebrated a record of being the worst team ever
against their
in-town
crosstown rival,
and with fireworks.
Amazing.
All right. On that note, though, we are getting close to that time, and I'm unfortunately going to have to bounce because we have some stuff we got to take care of.
Heard, Jeff.
I have some stuff I have to take care of. And,
well, it's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
We'll reconvene. Yeah, there you go.
I was finishing a beer. But we got through all 3 again, so that's good. But yes, we'll be
back.
Yeah, we'll be back. Make sure you give us subscribe, follow. You
Share.
can subscribe. Any sort of
comment, subscribe.
If you want to donate, obviously anything that gets donated is we're putting back into the show versus via buying beer or maybe potentially buying a better PC or fixing this.
Yeah, we might have to buy Bryan a new television thing.
Television thing?
I bought myself a new television. Sorry.
I would like a new one too, but a new PC would be nice.
Yeah.
Especially if we start trying to get into more video stuff too.
I think that YouTube one's going to be fun.
I think it'll be fun
with the pumpkins.
You know what? Even if we only get 10 views, whatever.
I don't care.
It's going to be fun.
I might have to call Gina to pick me up.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many beers we're going to drink that day.
We'll figure something out. My goal is 10.
Okay, that's fair.
10 pumpkins. Yeah. So anyway, guys,
could be 31, one for each day of the month. You're into the drink a 15-pack?
If we get to that point, we need to probably invite maybe Nigel over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Just do it transparent. Nolan wouldn't do it.
We would have to go somewhere else then, too, I think.
Nolan wouldn't do it.
He would be the one handing it out to all of us and fucking with us.
Yeah.
That might be worth it.
That'd be fun.
Anyway,
guys,
you all have a fantastic evening, afternoon, morning, whatever you're listening.
Whatever time of day it is. And,
good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
And have a good time.
Cheers, everybody.
Toodles.
Bye.